What's up, internet? It's your boy Dino Cicarolli here, and I'm back here in front of the camera today to give you my best tips for visiting Disneyland in Florida. Yeah, Disney. Everybody loves Disney. Everybody wants to go to Disney. And let me tell you, I've been to Disney. Your boy knows what he's talking about. And one thing that I will never understand is why so many people plan their Disney World trip in advance. Yes, I have a trip to Florida planned. But how do I know what day I'm gonna want to go to Disney World? All these other YouTubers tell you to plan your trip in advance, but that's lame. Why do you want to put yourself through all that stress? I don't know why so many people don't understand that you can just wake up, have yourself some breakfast, go to the pool, and then maybe around lunchtime decide, hey family, let's go to Disneyland today. It's totally possible. Then you make a few sandwiches, get everyone in a car, and you leave around 1 p.m. Alright, once you get to Disney, here's the first money-saving tip from Dino. Most people pay to park at Disney World, but you don't gotta pay. Here's the trick. When you get to that little booth, you just point to your brats in the back and tell them you're dropping them off. Then you drive straight on through. Those people working at those booths, they don't care. They don't get that money. You just drive straight up to the gate of Disney, and you let the kids get out and tell them to get in line for the tickets. Then you go park the car. No one's gonna notice, but make sure you keep an eye on the kids, right? Don't park too far away. Here's my next tip for you. Disney has this thing called Faster Pass, which is a way you can pay a ton of extra money to be the first person in line. But it's a total ripoff because nowadays, everybody's going to Harry Potter World. Disney is basically empty. It's like a deserted wasteland, so don't you ever pay for that Faster Pass because there ain't any lines anyways. If you and your family show up around 1, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the latest, you're gonna have no problem getting on all the rides. And I have a perfect strategy for that too. So let's say you get into Disney, and the first ride you're gonna wanna go on is called Spaceship Mountain. It's like the tallest, fastest roller coaster in the world or something like that. So you get all the kids together, you walk down there to Spaceship Mountain, and if the line is longer than 20 minutes, you keep on moving. We didn't come to Disney to be waiting in no lines. You walk all the way around until you get to the Dwarves Train ride. Now this is a newer ride, so let's say 30 minutes. If the line is longer than 30 minutes, don't do it. Move it on. All right, by now your kids are probably gonna be crabby and want those sandwiches, and I'm gonna tell you a great place to grab a table and pop open that cooler. Just past the Dwarves Train is a restaurant called Be the Guest. It's supposed to look like Beauty and the Beast or something like that. Beauty and the Beast is a really lame old cartoon that nobody remembers anymore. And because nobody remembers it anymore, most of the tables in the Be the Guest restaurant are empty. Nobody goes there. You just walk inside, pick out any table you want, sit down and pull out those sandwiches. I promise you, no one's even gonna notice you're there. And if they do, ask them to bring you a couple glasses of ice water. All right, after you're done with the family picnic, I got another insider tip for you. As soon as kids get to Disneyland, something switches in their head and they go crazy for those people dressed up like Mickey Mouse and Elsie and Anya. And they always want to get an autograph or get a picture. And they got these places set up so you can do that, but then you gotta wait in line. And we didn't go to Disney World to be waiting in no lines, right? So the first thing you're gonna do is tell your kids that ain't the real Mickey Mouse. You point out to them that it's some dude in a costume who's probably on parole, and that should make them lose interest. And if it don't, and they still insist on getting that autograph, well, here's my other insider tip for you. Go to the parade. There is a parade every single day, and every single stupid Disney character gets driven down Main Street in a Mustang convertible. So when you hear that parade starting, you beeline it down to Main Street. And then you just have the kids go up to the characters in the parade to get the autograph. It'll take like 30 minutes and then bam! They got everyone from Buzz Lightyear to Woody Woodpecker. Alright, it's time to get back to the rides. Another ride you probably want to go on is one that you all heard about. It's called Small World. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but this ride was originally built for the Florida State Fair, and Disney bought it and had it moved inside Disney World. Anyhow, like I said before, you go there, if the line is longer than 20 minutes, what do? That's right, you keep on moving. That is how to avoid waiting in lines at Disneyland. We're moving on, and I got some good news for you. If the Small World line is too long, right across from there is a ride called Flying with Peter Pan. almost nobody knows about it, and that ride never has a line. So you can just zippity-doo-dah right up in there and fly away with Twinkle Toes to Coral Island. Your kids are gonna love it. Alright, once you get out of there, the next big thing around the corner is called Haunted Manson. It's dark and depressing and obviously sponsored by Marilyn Manson. Thus the name. Duh. Now listen, this haunted house is really freaking scary inside. I don't know how they can have something like this at Disneyland. Like imagine mixing Poltergeist with The Exorcist with Blair Witch Project. That wouldn't even come close to how scary this is. The only thing scarier than that at Disney World is seeing Donald Trump in the Hall of Presidents. So be careful if your kids are freaked out by that kind of stuff. If you make it out of there alive, you go out, turn right, and keep walking down the water because I got a good snack tip for you. Altogether, the snacks and the food at Disney are pretty affordable. You're not going to have to plan to spend a lot of money on food, especially if you go to a restaurant where there's a waiter serving you. But sometimes, you just want a little snack. And right down along the water by Splash Around Mountain, you can get these barbecue turkey legs. These things taste amazing. But listen, they call them turkey legs, but they're more like pigeon legs. There really ain't a lot of meat on them things. So you're probably gonna wanna order 2 for each kid so they don't get hungry. Oh, and don't forget to ask for extra salt. Okay, I got another warning for you, something to watch out for. Right around the corner from Splash Around Mountain is something called Big Cloudy Mountain or something like that. Last time I was there, we waited almost 15 minutes to get on that ride, and it was so lame. They make it look like you're going on a nice train ride around the mountain, and then some guy who's sitting up in the front turns on the turbo boost, and it's over in like 30 seconds. I was like, come on, I want to look at the scenery here. I want to look at the river and the bats and the goat and all this crap. But in order to take as many people's money as possible, Disney puts that train on the highest speed possible, and then they're like, you're out of here, next. So don't waste any time on that Cowboy Mountain ride because they got it going so fast you can't see anything anyways. Lame. Alright, before I go, I gotta tell you about the best, most spectacular attraction in all of Disney World, if not the entire world. This is the only thing that's worth waiting for longer than 30 minutes when you're there. If you are a fan of special effects and science fiction and things like The Avengers, Harry Potter, David Copperfield, or Chris Angel, things that totally blow your mind, that you look at it and you can't believe it's not happening for real, then you are gonna love the Tiki Bird Palace. Oh, people, you ain't never seen nothing like this. I was totally freaking out inside. It's so real. They got birds everywhere and the walls start singing and a volcano goes off. I almost had a heart attack. Ugh. And if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't even ever go there again. So don't you miss that Tiki Bird Palace. Before we wrap it up, Dino's got one more tip for you. The fireworks. Disney's always bragging about their fireworks, but I gotta tell you something. They are very overrated. First of all, half of the fireworks show ain't even fireworks, it's just them lighting up the castle. Lame. Then, they don't even hardly got any fireworks going off. I swear, it's like 3 or 4 explosions in the air and then it's over. So lame. Not worth waiting for, not worth standing around for. I promise you, if you light up a couple sparklers, that is more spectacular than the fireworks at Disney. Alright, I'm gonna let you get back to your business now. Let me know what you think of these tips in the comments below, right? If you think there's anything I missed, write it down there and I'll put it in part 2. I'm Dino Cicarolli. Peace.